What's going on? It's facts you don't know. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and activate the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
The couple did not have the means for an apartment and bought a cheap pimped house. The neighbors laughed at the dwelling and people looked and turned the ruin into a place. Young spouses from Hungary despaired of saving up for their apartment. Their son was already growing up and therefore the family decided to purchase at least some kind of house. There was only enough money for a nearly collapsed house. A young family from neighboring Hungary wanted to escape from the hustle and bustle of the city, at least on weekends and free days, and spend as much time as possible with their daughter in a healthy environment. As usual, there was not much money in the young family, and the only thing that they could afford was an old cottage under a forest that had been uninhabited and decayed for decades. The young couple embarked on a very demanding process of altering the old building. The neighbors immediately said that the house was missing. Still, its walls were literally falling apart and the roof was leaking thoroughly. The couple did not give up. They drew up a detailed work plan and without haste, without any fuss, they set to work. Since the roof leaked anyway, the couple decided to build on the second floor. A cozy summer terrace appeared nearby. Work went hard, finances were constantly lacking. In order to gain more living space, they first started with the roof and the remodeling of the space in the back of the house, which served as a stallion. Although it was very demanding, the interior has been expanded and now has a total of 40 square meters. A simple terrace has also been added. As far as the interior equipment was concerned, the idea was clear. As much as possible to preserve the original character of the equipment, to reconstruct the old furniture and keep as much of the original equipment as possible. The cherry on the cake was a large furnace made according to old technology, clay and bricks, which they used again from demolished parts of the house. But it turned out that it's quite possible to save on most of the things if you do them yourself. They were engaged in interior decoration and communications themselves, and gradually the house turned into a cozy chalet. At first, the family started to use the cottage only on weekends and free days. Gradually, their second child came, and they started to feel more at home than in their home in the city. The decision was made after about 3 years. The family moved permanently to the cottage, and today they're fed by a small farm and the domestic products they produce. They only get electricity from solar collectors, and when they run out, they simply light candles. They compare life in a beautiful environment to a fairy tale. Although work is often very hard, one feels every day that you really live, and the life is beautiful, happy spouses add. And the place chosen was extremely successful. Nearby mountains, neighbors stopped laughing at the couple after a local rich man tried to buy a house for several $100,000. The mockery of the villagers stopped when they saw that the repair was going on. The house was getting better. The family was not falling apart, but on the contrary, living together, and besides, they had a second child. Peace and love reign in this house. This house is a real paradise for Esmia. A family is a great example for anyone who dreams about their home. Everything is possible. The couple learned to live in a village they really liked, and they even started their own garden on the site. Now kids eat fresh vegetables that the parents raised. I believe that you must carry and have children when you're firmly on your feet and you can provide your family with a decent standard of living. What do you think? Is there anything to envy? Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.